My first panic attack, and I remember it vividly, was I was 16 years old. And I was walking through the Midland Mall with one of my best friends. And for some reason or another, I had to get out. And I didn't know why, but there was this feeling of dread, this feeling of my throat was closing. And at that point, I didn't know why. Leading up to that point, a lot of things were going on emotionally and physically that I didn't know were happening. Well, the beast starts at an early age. It started when I was 5 years old. It was sleepovers. Sleepovers to me were the worst words in the world because that meant I had to fake sleeping. And at my cousin's house, when I used to sleep over, I'd wait for them to fall asleep, and then I'd rock my head because I'd hear my ear, the heartbeat in my ear, and the heartbeat would be going. Now, how do you stop your heartbeat from going that fast when you're 10, 11, 12 years old, and you have no idea why? And then if I woke up in the middle of the night, because if I did fall asleep, then my throat would close. So what I'd have to do is I would literally take my hands like this and hold them and make sure I can feel myself swallowing. So now I'm 11 years old, I'm 58 years old, I'll be 59 next week, and I still remember doing this.
Everyone gets nervous. Some people get nervous to a very high level of anxiety degree, but to still continue on with your life, acknowledging this is there, even talking to it. I think Brian has a name for his, I think it's called the beast. So not letting the anxiety stop you, kind of feeling the fear and moving through it anyway. Anxiety can be very crippling for young people. Social anxiety has become a really huge problem. A lot of people approach anxiety like pretending it doesn't exist, but really what a lot of anxiety experts talk about is having young children name it and then kind of confront it and then move through it, not letting them stop it. Being courageous means going through and still working through your anxiety, not letting it stop you. Just having a plan and working through that plan and preparing for it, so when the anxiety shows up, talking to it, talking yourself through it so that you can still participate in the activities that you enjoy, that you like.
I was always concerned that whatever I was feeling, this anxious, this worry, this constant fear of panic, that I would always pass it down to my kids. My daughter, she had anxiety at a very young age. It started to get worse as she got older. One particular time, she started to have the feelings of anxiety. Her heart was racing, she couldn't catch her breath. And we were walking through town, and I sat her down and I explained the symptoms that she was having with a smile on my face. Having dealt with it myself, I explained the rapid heartbeat. I said, yeah, you sweating yet? I said, do you feel like you can't breathe? And I said, I know, honey, that's all. It's called an anxiety attack. I said, don't worry, it's going to subside in a little while, to go away. And I just looked at her and held her hand, and I didn't say, are you okay? I didn't say, calm down. I just explained to her what was going on. And then she had another one in Naples, Florida, and she was a little older, and it subsided within 3 minutes. And she hasn't had one since, and she's 28 years old. So yeah, I was very fearful of them having it.
So I'm here in my home office, so we may have some technical difficulties because of COVID-19. We're all self-isolating. I work with young adults with mental health challenges, and they're experiencing a lot of anxiety. But now, in this time of COVID-19, everyone's experiencing a degree of anxiety, a degree of depression, just, kind of climbing the walls and wanting to get outside. And the temptation is to say, yeah, just go out, just you can hang out, you can do whatever. But it's really a time where you want to have your young adults inside, interact with them. One of the strategies that I found very helpful is there are young adults talking directly to young adults on the video to say, hey, you know what, I was outside and it wasn't a good idea. Just stay inside. 70% of young people are more influenced by their peers, by their young adults. That's what the research tells us. So that's one effective strategy, is to really engage with your young adults and have them listen to messages from other young adults around the world to let them know. You want to kind of normalize the anxiety, normalize the feelings of, ooh, I'm feeling a little bit cagey, and that we're all going to get through this together. Another strategy is a coping skills jar. So you can take anything you have in your house. It can be a plastic cup. It can clean out a spaghetti jar. You take the jar and you brainstorm about 50 things that are helpful when you're not feeling well. So these can be, doing some yoga stretches. It can be playing Uno with your kids. A walk around the block is awesome. Finding a movie that you can all find and connect to. But it's finding things that calm you in this very difficult time. All these kind of activities can help make it seem less like Groundhog Day, the same day over and over again.
The best advice I could give is honesty, because they know what's going on, especially social media, and even at a young age. As a family, I would sit down with them and explain exactly what's going on with a smile on your face. It's only a virus. It's a virus that the smartest people in the world are working on, and we're going to fix this. But then change the focus to something in the future that's absolutely fun and exciting for them. For instance, plan a vacation, but plan a vacation around something they've done before, so it's as vivid as possibly can be. For that moment, they will forget about exactly what's going on, and they'll focus on something else. Think good thoughts, not bad. And it sounds simplistic, but it really does work. And it takes the attention away from the bad that's going on, and it trains your mind after a certain amount of time to only think about the good.